Hi, YouTube. Welcome on in. Hey, happy fucking Father's Day. Cheers. Salud, salud, salud. Another one. Fuck it. I'm beyond fucking excited. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. It's Father's Day, and we're getting closer and closer to the finale. Closer and closer to maybe Maddie joining us back again, which will be 100% fucking amazing for her to come and join us again for the finale, to be able to go ahead and dissect the character and dissect everything. What the fuck is gonna happen? What the fuck is gonna happen? I am so excited. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what? Fuck it. I'm about to do something for all of you guys that I don't usually do, and the editors will just have to put this filter on. Editors, I love you guys, but I feel like it's time. I feel like it's time. I know, bro, all you gotta do is throw on the... All right, you guys ready? Let's go.
この先いるな。
どうするパウロ、まだ余裕はあるが一旦戻るってのも手だぜ。
Right.
いや、進む。それぞれの装備の確認をしよう。
了解。
ルディ、私のスクロール何個か持っておきますか？
そうですね。じゃあ治癒魔術をいくつか。
はい。
ありがとうございます。
どんなガーディアンがいるのかは分かりませんが、こちらの戦力は十分です。ルディがそのスクロールを使うことのないよう全力で援護します。
As cute as this is, chat, why does this feel like anytime in Moshiko Tensei they give you a little bit of fucking peace, a little bit of tranquility? Why does it feel like it's about to be the biggest fucking red flag? Like, in Moshiko Tensei, the author has such a phenomenal way of setting up silence, setting up areas of peace, right? Setting up areas of just being able to go ahead and like, you know, like, oh yeah, no, everything's gonna be chill, everything's gonna be great. And all of a sudden, just coming through and fucking dropping the fucking storm in the middle of nowhere. Like, it really feels like the calm before the storm. And it feels like one of those areas where like, you're about to go into a boss fight and they tell you that you're not leveled up enough for it. Or like they tell you, hey, you should probably go back and stock up on your items. Make sure that you have more crystals at your disposal, right? Turning points are a thing. But I don't remember this episode being called a turning point. Hold on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! It's the name of the episode, ladies and gentlemen. Hell yeah! All right, let's go. Sorry.
お願いし
Wait. Oh yeah, as in like parents. Oh yeah! I'm over here having a fucking existential crisis on Oh yeah. Let me.
します。
Oh yeah,
どうにも
Kono.
俺はビ
Okay.
ビり癖があるの
Oh
で。
gee. Okay, good.
はい、背中は任せてください。
よし。全員準備はいいか。ルディ、
何でしょうか。
この状況でこんなことを言うのも悪いと思うんだがな。
じゃあ言わないでください。
おう。
決戦前に大事なことを言わせるもんじゃない。そういうのは帰ってからでいいのだ。
Can it though?
行くぞ。
All right, chat, are we ready? Is the real question. Oh yeah, it's just, hey, yo, backward. Chat, are we ready? Ladies and gentlemen, are we fucking ready? Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Watch it fuck it up. I do have a question for you guys. How many of you guys, like whenever you guys are playing a game or whatnot, or in a situation like this, I'm gonna turn it just right on over here. Do you guys just raw dog it? Like when it comes to like the like final boss? Like how many of you guys just go completely unprepared? You guys aren't ready for shit, and you guys just like run straight into it whenever it's like a boss fight, the final boss, or like fucking like stuff like that. Or how many of you guys? What do you mean, hey yo? Fuck it, we ball. Quick saves and quick saves. Or how many of you guys actually go back and backtrack and make sure that you're fully stocked for like for the fight, right? And you guys over prepare and like overthink. Like you guys are super duper cautious in that area, right? Raw dogging the boss. First boss invulnerable to fire. I analyze the shit, over prepare. And it's interesting, right? And I kind of do want to do a little bit of a study on that with you guys at some point in time over what the differences in play is over those that like of us that like don't prepare and we just want to go under and fuck shit up, right? And those of us that may over prepare. Like, where is the commonality in that? And like, are we prone to certain instances a little bit more? But even through that, right? When it comes to a show like this, I'm going to ask a very serious question, I guess, and I'm going to throw it out there. Aside from Rudius, who is your favorite character and why? Specifically answer the why perspective as well. Why does that character stick out to you? I'll share this. And you guys, if you guys saw my interview with Madeline Morris, the voice actor for Rudius, I love Rudius. I think Rudius as a character is someone that can be studied, like, definitely way down the line. However, I think in terms of characters to also go ahead and break down and study and go ahead and like analyze, I think Roxy is one definitely, but I think Eris is one of the individuals as well that we can share the similarities of developmental milestones to Rudy and be able to go ahead and analyze where that drift started to come apart. And it's such a beautiful sequence to go ahead and break down from season 1. Roxy is great. Do not get me wrong. But for me, Eris is one of those characters where it's like they were roughly a little bit older than Rudius, right? And they were going through developmental milestones as well. And you can see how life, sociological maturity levels, so on and so forth, like even like the environment can start driving a little ridge between them due to like their own power levels, belief systems, what is right, what is wrong, how they grew up, right? And that is the best thing. And even past that, wonderful question, Sagas, which is, who in the Mushoku Tensei world would you want to take on as a role model? And why is it Paul? No, I'm kidding. I genuinely mean this because it allows me to think more and it allows me to grow, and I hope it allows you guys to think more as well. That is such a fucking like a legitimately good question. Anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and continue. Oh shit. How many fucking heads is that? What the fuck? Can you eat it? Sorry. That's just me. At least 2. I'm like, can I eat it? 1, 2, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like at least 8, right? Yummy.
初めて見たぜ
Oh shit.
ゼニス
なぜあんなところに
Don't rush in!
静かなる標準の拳アイシカルブレイカーストーンキャノン
What the fuck, bro? Get fucking canceled. Here's the thing. Emotion-based responses get you hurt. If you act based on only your emotions, you're bound to get hurt. Like, I've seen people literally only react because of anger and literally just be like, oh, my heart is torn apart. What do I do, right? Like, you gotta be careful with that shit. Lord Zaroff, thanks so much for the follow. Oh, for the sub. And Kingstar, thanks so much for the follow. Like, hurt people, but in this situation, we gotta manage our emotions, Paul. You're our leader, Paul. You're a leader! Damn it, brother! Disturbed magic. What the fuck, bro? Paul is insane! Oh. fucking peak. Fucking peak. Holy shit, bro. So they're canceling out all magic on it. This is fucking insane, dude. Like, this is fucking insane. Holy shit. Oh, what the fuck, bro? It's immune to magic then, or at least, and I do wonder this, is one of the heads immune to magic? Is one of the heads able to go ahead and be resistant, or does each head pertain to a different magic level? This is my brain at work, right? While we're in the scene, right? Is it one of the heads that's able to go ahead and resist certain magical elements that if you shoot it off, they're able to go ahead and detect it and completely shut it off, right? Or even past that, right? Is it like, there's 1,001 things that we can go ahead and do, right? Holy shit, though. Isekai Power Fantasy. Yeah, even though people were upset that Rudy got ED, but their other favorite Isekai characters, like, he's perfect. He doesn't have any issues. Mentally, he's But the main point that I'm getting at, this is fucking peak. We're gonna back it up just a little bit, dude. And I do want to touch on this because we'll analyze it. It's action heavy, but we'll fucking analyze it a little bit. As a fighter, if you've ever been a part of any martial art, like in any martial art, they will always tell you, right? Cool minds, be calm. You know, be like water if you have to be, right? Be able to go ahead and understand the person that you're fighting, because if you're emotionally based, you're bound to fuck up and you're bound to do a mistake. That is a big element through that. Let's keep going. We're backing it up just a little bit. Fuck.
魔術は通用しないのか。
あの音だ。あの甲高い音が響くと魔術が無効化される。どうする？続行か。一旦逃げるか。
I do wonder if magic doesn't work on it from above, could a quagmire work from below? Like, if it's protecting its top, right? Like, I'm over here, bro, we gotta think fucking quick. Wizard at work here. Literally the reason taunts work. That can be dispelled.
俺は何をすべきだ。
ルディ、あれを治っています。
Oh God.
撤退しましょう。
Okay. Okay. Woo!
撤退です。魔法陣に。
I was gonna say, if it's even there, I'm glad it still is. Bro, that made my fucking Kokoro jump a bit. Like, I'm not sure about you guys, but that literally, my heart is fucking pounding. Like, it's fucking pounding, guys. What the fuck? That was pretty fucking scary. Let's talk about this a little bit. If your homies tell you to get the fuck out, I think it might be time to get the fuck out, you know? If your homies tell you, hey, it ain't safe, you know, like, let's fucking dip. Might be best to fucking dip. What a fucking phenomenal action scene. Fight scenes go by so quickly, and there's story that's actually being told, even in the way that you fight. A lot of people seem to mistake this, and this is why, like, as much as I even make fun of gatas and shit like that, right? Like, you know, like, or like some of like the dancing in martial arts, it's really, really important because sometimes you're able to go and tell a story off of the way that you're fighting, off of what's going on in there. I know, the fucking pacing's amazing so far, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't think it'd start off with a banger. This is fucking sick. Like, beautifully fucking sick. Phenomenal first 5 little minutes there. So, I want to start off by talking about this, and I'll break it down, right? I'll break it down piece by piece, but the first thing I want to touch on as a martial artist is the way that they animated Paul fighting in this is beautiful. And some of you guys might think, wait a fucking minute, what are you talking about? Oftentimes, what you see a lot in fucking, like, animated fucking isekai fights and, like, you know, over-the-top fantasy shit is, like, you guys are the enemy, right? And you'll see the fucking character turn around and, like, fucking book it. What Paul is doing is, even when he's backing up, right? Even when he's retreating, he's keeping an eye on it, even while he's running backwards to be able to go ahead and ascertain it, right? He doesn't stand in one place, and he's keeping an eye on where the fuck things are coming from. You always have to face your opponent wherever it's at, even if you're gonna get fucking punched. Like if you're boxing, if you're doing like MMA, karate, whatever the fuck, you have to be able to take a punch to be able to know what's coming, right? Because otherwise, you might throw a kick, you might fucking bite my leg, you might throw me in a lock. I don't know, but Paul being extremely aware of his surroundings, even while he's backing up. Fucking beautiful, man. That is some shit that I can fucking appreciate as a martial artist. Not only as a fucking martial artist, but seeing the rest of the crew be able to go in and fucking Geese knowing how to put a lock on a person. I didn't think Geese fucking studied jujitsu. What the fuck? Geese de capoeira. Oh, it's so fucking good, man. But like, I didn't think that Geese was gonna be able to go ahead and like go in there and fucking like, first off, restrain Paul and be the like, one of the calming voices along with the Lanellis, right? And that slap sometimes needs to go ahead and happen. Through that, them first entering this area, right? Slowly, like 533, remember that. This whole thing right here, shock. Whenever we look at a situation like this, we have to think about like the instances of number one, was Paul thinking that he was gonna find Zenith like this? Even though it's been talked about, even though, you know, they've been planning this whole thing, did he think he would see her specifically like this, ladies and gentlemen? Because these eyes are telling a whole fucking story. Like, these eyes are telling me someone that's fucking activated his, like, holy fuck response. And this is what we get. Paul is nowhere near one of his two wives, right? He's not a person that freezes. He's a trained soldier. So instead, his primal response is fight. And this is what we see here. Anger and run forward. And even by his eyes, this is what I'm saying, the emotion-based response of him just running in there, that fight has taken over. This is his goal. This is what he's been here. This is what he's trying to go ahead and save. This is what he's fucking aiming for. This is your fucking wife back there, brother. Being headed by 8 fucking heads to this Hydra, or 9 heads, I don't fucking know. However many heads this fucking Hydra has. Fucking rushing on in there. I gotta give one up for Paul, man. Fucking goat, dude, for being able to rush in and do all of this shit. Roxy and Rudy here, testing out the magical systems and quickly noting that shit's not working. Awesome. They're adjusting, they're planning things, they're observing things, they're using this as an opportunity to go, right? Paul moving faster than Rudius's eyes. I have a question on that, but I'm guessing that it's just because he's super fucking fast. And that's the thing is, I feel like some people might not fully understand Paul, but imagine being in Paul's position. You've been at this for fucking years, and your wife is literally right there. You could see them. You've been fucking fighting endlessly, fighting through depression, saving the whole fucking continent, like going out there and saving a bunch of people that have been displaced, going out of your fucking way to try and maintain your family and find your family and go over and over and trying to go ahead and like be there and try and be a good fucking father. At the same time, trying to go ahead and like, you know, grow as an individual and maintain that sanity, be the head of your family. So many fucking things happening all at once, and the person that you're trying to save is just right there and there's nothing you can do about it. Woo! That's his wife, man. This is his fucking core. This is his fucking mission, man.
力を失いしかの者に再び立ち上がる力を与えヒーリング。大丈夫ですか？
かすっただけですわ。
父さん。
あれはゼニスだ。間違いない。
Oh.
ちょっと落ち着いてください。
Oh.
悪かった。今は落ち着いている。
母さんはあれで生きているんでしょうか？
ああ？生きてるかどうかなんて関係ねえだろが。
Oh no, brother. Oh no, brother. Don't fucking ask a triggering question in the middle of a fight. Oh no, brother. It's like if we're in the middle of a fight and it's like, so is this why you have daddy issues? Is this why your ex left you? Like, why would you ask a triggering question? Yeah, I get it, though. I get it. In his situation, he's trying to rationalize. It's that logical aspect. But when someone is an emotional-based mind, if someone's in their primal mind, in that trauma brain, right? I know, watch them fuck it up. If someone's in that fucking trauma brain and they have like they're going fucking full primal mode, you don't ask them something that's trying to go to make them think logically or trying to appeal to them in that way, right? You get them to ground themselves first. It's like, hey, let's breathe. Let's make sure that we're nice and stable before we continue. And that's the difference between logic versus emotional based thinking, and a beautiful way of presenting it as well, right? Fucking holy crap.
そうですね。
やめろ喧嘩は。ルディ、あそこにゼニスがいたんだぞ。お前の母さんがなんでそんなに落ち着いていられる。
取り乱して何かが解決するんですか。
そうは言ってね。
確かに冷静すぎるかもしれない。でもゼニスとはあまりに接点がなかった。母親というより一緒に暮らしていた他人。
Well, that happened.
7歳の時に別れてから10年近く会ってない。
とりあえず現状の整理をしましょう。あのガーディアンには魔術が効かなかった。凄まじい再生能力。触れただけでエリナ・リーゼさんの防御を突破できるほどの攻撃力。そして石の中に閉じ込められている母さんは生きているかどうかもわからない。
んなことは俺だって分かってんだよ。母親を見つけた時の態度がそれかって言ってんだ。
やめろ。親子喧嘩は宿に戻った時にやれ。
And I think with this though, Geese again being the intermediary, as much as I have suspicions on Geese, right? As much as I can go ahead and bring up some instances of like, oh well, Geese might be sus or whatever. Geese actually stepping in is fucking great. Being the intermediary and being able to go and calm him down. I'm afraid that Paul will literally like in this fight. One of the biggest things that you can lose in terms of just being emotion based is completely lose your agency, right? Your agents of change. Like imagine completely being able to go ahead and like, because you're so emotion based thinking that you forget that there's other circumstances or issues that might come through, right? Yeah, Geese's emotional intelligence is really, really high. I'm backing it up just a little bit.
触れただけでエリナ・リーゼさんの防御を突破できるほどの攻撃力。そして石の中に閉じ込められている母さんは生きているかどうかもわからない。
How about thanks so much for the prime?
そんなことは俺だって分かってんだよ。母親を見つけた時の態度がそれかって言ってんだ。
And it's funny because again, this is a reaction that's happened in episode 16. My heart just fucking shattered. Refugee. What the fuck? It's not just a relapse, it's poetry and fucking motion, ladies and gentlemen. In episode 16-17, when Rudy first meets Paul again from his adventures out in the demon fucking continent, he comes back, right? And one of the big issues is he's too calm from his fucking trip there, right? Because of everything that happened and whatnot. And then there's this fight and there's this big aspect of change and whatnot that happens. If this is a callback to this, my heart is fucking breaking. Because in a big way, they're putting the Undertales for... Why the fuck did this have to be released in fucking Father's Day? Oh my god, bro. I'm fucking over here. My mind's going like million miles an hour, bro. Because all of a sudden, it's like legitimately, it's two different fucking processes happening. Number one, poetry in motion, and with like him being too calm for his age, him being too much of a like, you know, people finding it odd how much of a weird kid he is because of the way they like he structures it, right? The recall moments of memories, the recall of episode 16-17 fight with Paul, right? And even now calling back into it, but this time with Geese stepping in. Holy fuck, dude. Holy fuck. Whose side do you take, though? Like, chat, legitimately, whose side are you taking? Paul or Rudius's? Paul, Rudy, both? A bit of both? Sure. Rudy, Paul. That's the main element. I'm like, fuck, dude, this is next level shit. Geese?
親子喧嘩は宿に戻った時にやれ。
ふざけやがって。
喧嘩はそこまで。話し合いをしますわよ。
大丈夫ですよ。
そうですか。
Oh, Roxy.
パウロとこんな風になるのは初めてじゃない。今回はちょっと歯車が狂っただけだ。
ゼニスさんの結晶化ですが、なんとかできると思います。
本当か？
私も 今のゼニスと似たようなことになった人物を知っていますけど、ちゃんと今も生きていますわ。問題は例のガーディアン。私も初めて見る種類ですわ。
Wait, what?
見りゃヒュドラってのはわかるが、あんな鱗を持ってる種なんて聞いたことねえ。
しかも再生までしよった。
あれはおそらくマナタイトヒュドラです。本で読んだことがあります。全身が魔力を吸収する鱗で覆われた悪魔の竜。てっきりおとぎ話だと思っていましたが、実在していたとは。
魔力を吸収ってことは、俺たちは奴にダメージを与えられないということですか？
本に書いてあったことが本当なら、ゼロ距離で打ち込めば通用するはずです。
I was about to say, how much mana can it absorb? Because I'm the type of individual that's about to fucking drop the sun in there over and over again just to see how much fucking mana it can take in. just here comes the sun, la da da da. I am atomic, over and fucking over again and again. Just to see what the fuck how much mana can it observe. But no, it will just heal any damage you do to it. I mean, it makes sense, and I like the way that they're actually thinking about it. This is the shit that I love in anime. When people are not like apparently slime, because I've seen fucking SP joke around about the slime anime, where they're sitting around the table for like endless episodes, right? But like when it comes to a situation like this, where like they're actually sitting outside the boss room talking about like, hey, how can we actually defeat this? That is some fucking good shit, man. My God, this might be my favorite episode just because of like the elements of martial arts and the elements of them sitting down and thinking about it.
しかしダメージを与えたところで再生しよる。
厄介ですわね。
ヒュドラの首は火で炙れば再生しないと聞いたことがあります。
Cauterize the wound.
ギリシャ神話の英雄ヘラクレスの話だ。ヒュダラを切った後、切り口を松明で炙ると再生を阻止することができたらしい。
Hey, yo,
所
using
詮は
IRL
神
knowledge.
話。信憑性は薄いが。
なるほど。傷口を焼くか。
傷口なら鱗で魔術が弾かれる可能性も低いです。
試してみる価値はあるか。よし、じゃあそれで行ってみるか。おいパウロ、それでいいな。
ああ。
Paul,
昨日ね返事
Paul,
分かって
brother,
んのか。あい
brother.
つの首を切れるのはお前しかいねえんだぞ。
パウロが首を落とし、俺が即座に焼く。場合によっては、俺も危険な立ち位置になる。
Adrenaline is one hell of a drug, and cocaine is one hell of a drug. But aside from that, no, I mean like legitimately, adrenaline is one hell of a drug. And when it comes to situations like this, if you're on that, like, you know, on that high of fighting, on that high of like legitimately just running through and being in a fight. I've been in many martial arts fights myself, in case you guys don't know. I grew up in a martial arts family. I know I don't look like it, right? But my family owns and operates one of the biggest gyms out in the area that I'm from, where we take up a lot of upcoming UFC fighters from the town to go and compete, and a lot of them have turned into UFC fighters. Actually, 3 or 4 come out of my small town, if that makes anything. So yeah, like my family owns like the biggest and gym here in this town, right? Where I go and I teach martial arts as well, because we've been training since I was 2 to 3 years old. It's generational. One of the biggest things that comes from it is after any fight, you will feel the down. And the down moment is a reflectionary moment where all of a sudden, all the punches and kicks that you took, you're going to feel. And aside from that, all the guilt sometimes that you have to deal with, say that you were angry, that you're like, you know, pissed off at that person, that you may have said some things, you'll also start internalizing and thinking about some of that shit. Fuck, bro. I'm looking at Paul and I'm looking at a man who's like, I think he, like, considering that he still has to go up and fight, we got to put in some fucking like music, some fucking fighting music. We got to get him up and going, right?
エリナリーゼ、タルハンド、
Oh,
ギ
thanks
ス、
so much to follow.
それにロキシ。お前らには今まで世話をかけた。本当に考えられないぐらいすげえ尽力をしてもらったと思ってる。けど、それもこれで終わりだ。ゼニスを助けるか、
Not mentioning Rudy.
仮に助けられなくても、俺の家族はみんな見つかった。これで最後なんだ。力を貸してくれ。
Paul.
かしこまるなんてあなたらしくありませんわ。
ここまで来て力を貸さんアホはおらんわい。パウロも随分と丸くなっちまったな。
勝ちましょう。この戦いに勝てば私たちの旅が報われるというものです。
Oh. Imagine being in Paul's fucking shoes, man. Where this party that may have not have ended the best terms with you still comes back, bro, and they're fucking risking their life to be here with you, man. To like, you know, try and save your whole family. My heart, I'm fucking tearing up, dude. I'm fucking thinking, like, put yourself in Paul's shoes for a moment, right? And it's like people who have sworn that, like, hey, you know what? I'll never, like, you know, I don't want to talk with you. I don't want to be there. It was so on and so forth, right? Like, all these people have come back and have joined it. Even strangers that don't necessarily have to be here are here to help. And they're here for you. Bro, my heart.
ルディ、お前は本当に頼りになる息子だ。
What the
そう
fuck?
いうお世辞はヒュドラを
What the fuck? You don't gotta come and drop a fucking. You're a son I can count on. What the fuck? No! 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 Thanks so much for the follow, guys. What the fuck?
倒した後にしましょう。
お世辞じゃねえ。本当にそう思ってる。俺はお前みたいに冷静にもなれねえ。アイディアも出せねえ。がむしゃらに突っ込むことしか考えてなかったバカだ。ダメな親父だ。息子のお手本にはなれそうだね。それを分かった上で言わせてもらう。親の言うべきことじゃねえとは思ってるけどな。
No!
いいか。
はい。
死んでも母さんを助けろ。
はい。
I have fucking chills, bro. I have fucking goosebumps all over my fucking body right now. Holy fuck. Like a red flag, death flag fucking raised, right? Like a last thing a parent should say to you. But at the same time... Why am I so fucking scared, dude? I look back at episode 16 and 17 analysis where I'm like, I don't fucking care about Paul. And now here I am, the whole fucking season later, and I'm like, Paul, please, for the love of God, Paul, please, Paul, please. Episode 16, 17, I'm like, oh yeah, you know, whatever, fuck Paul. Wow, can't believe he hit Rudy like this. And that's why I'm saying my analysis are never fucking perfect. But here I am fucking crying for the man. Here I am fucking scared for the man. Here I am realizing that, hey, he's a flawed individual too, and he's been through a lot of fucking shit. That's some good fucking writing. Holy shit, guys. Holy shit.
行くぞ。
確かに親の言うべきことではない。しかしそれはパウロの覚悟であり、俺への信頼だ。なら俺はそれに応えるだけだ。ゼニスを助ける、その目的のためにパウロと意志を共にするのだ。
Wow. Fucking... Here we go, round two, motherfuckers.
行くぜ。
Guys, drop all your fucking Doritos and rats. Let's give them the fucking energy. Fucking Dragon Ball Z style, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing but fucking rats and Doritos. Send them your fucking energy, ladies and gentlemen. Send them your fucking energy. Let's give them a fucking spirit bomb. Let's give them a fucking spirit bomb for this shit. Let's fucking go. If it's action oriented, I might have to stop and then rewind just a little bit, giving you guys a heads up. Let's go. Let's go.
よし、行くぜ。
Wow. The amount of character growth, I'm still... Woo! From the inside!
やはり接近してぶち込むしかないか。
予定通りですね。行けますか？
大 大丈夫です。
Ah!
俺の背中から離れるんじゃねえぞ。
はい。
Father son combo! Double whoppers! Let's go! Fuck, bro. With Roxy as backup. Ugh.
よし、有効です。
よっしゃ。
Can we just say thank you, Greeks? All the fucking Greek fan base out there. All the Greek fan base out there. Thank you for all the fucking stories that have enabled good writing to come out of it. Just saying. They were fucking right? I'm just saying thank you to all my fellow Greeks out there, for your ancestors out there, for some great fucking stories that have led up to some good fucking shit like this. You know, I'm Greek mythos out there. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go.
よし、有効です。
よっしゃ。
Oof. God.
任せなさい。
Damn.
ロクシー。
神なる力は芳醇なる糧。ヒーリング。
Woo. God, bro. This looks like some fucking Elden Ring shit. The coordination is here is beautiful, right? It's like they've been fighting with each other for fucking years, like, you know, as a team. This is some good shit, man. This is how a story should be done. This is how a good fucking fight should be done. Holy fuck. I know, the fucking dynamics are fucking peak, bro.
離れろロキシー。
Oh no, Tohan! Two in a row. Dude, Paul is fucking...
燃やします。
insane.
神なる力は芳醇なる糧。ヒーリング。
すまぬ。
What is the class that you play in games? What is the class that you play, ladies and gentlemen? Are you a tank? Are you a fucking support? What are you, ladies and gentlemen? DPS, healer, cleric. What are you, ladies and gentlemen?
押し込むぞ。
待て、何かおかしい。
No! No! No fucking way! No! Bro! No! No! No fucking way! No! No! That's not even fucking fair! The fucking the fucking Hydra's too fucking conscious. What the Kala, thanks so much for the sub. What the fuck is this, bro? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this Uno reverse card? Bitch, you thought... That means you guys gotta be quicker about it though, right? Like, legitimately. That means that you have to be fucking quicker about it to be able to go ahead and jump in and fucking just take all of this apart and, like, destroy it and, like you know, burn it all and whatnot. Oh, no, bro. Oh, fuck. If we're already struggling like this, that means that we need more mages on the team. We need to back the fuck out. We need to back the fuck out, bro. That's kind of... Oh, I'd be so pissed.
再生させる暇を与えるな。
へやー。汝の求めるところに大いなる氷の加護あらん。氷河の濁流を受けろ。アイススマッシュ。ロキシー。
小さなくすぶりが巨大なる恵みを焼き尽くさ。フレイムスロー。
Oh shit! Oh shit!
ブレスが来ます。俺の近くに寄ってください。
It's got that fucking Godzilla power. Oh! Oh, she hugs him! Oh, that Roxy hug! Oh fuck, one's done, come on! You can do it! Let's go! Fucking hyper beam, dude. Oh, another down. Geese running. Oh, let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Let's go, bro!
残り1本だ
I guess it really is Father's Day, man. I guess it really fucking is Father's Day. Paul going in for the fucking W, guys. I might just be so fucking wrong. I might be so fucking wrong this entire time. Like, fucking shit. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, brother. We're getting fucking Paul in here. Happy fucking Father's Day. Let's fucking go, dude. They got it. There's only one left. There's only one left. Let's fucking go. Oh shit. No! 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 What the fuck? No! The voice acting. Oh, 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 what the fuck? Happy Father's Day. Yeah. What the fuck was that? Oh no! No! Roxy getting the fucking kill of the century here, but... He's fine. It's just a fucking scratch. It's just a scratch. Oh fuck, bro. Rudy! Holy fuck, bro! Your arm! Your agents of change! Oh no! Dear Rudy! Someone give him a hand!
奇跡の天使よ、命の鼓動に天なる息吹を与えたまえ。天にいただきしたいよ。神なる御使いは赤を嫌う。光の海に舞い降りて純白の
This is fucking
翼を
scary,
広げよ
man. This is fucking scary,
う。さすれ
man.
ば赤は駆逐され。シャインヒーリング。
It didn't even grow all of it back. Just
この
enough
魔
to...
術では失われた部位は元に戻りきらない。でも落ち着け。ヒュドラ相手に左手だけで済んだんだ。
Holy
パ
fuck,
ウロが助
dude.
けてくれなければ死んでいた可能性も高いだろう。
助かりました、父さん。父さん？
Oh shit, bro. Oh, what the fuck, bro? Oh, what the fuck, bro? Happy Father's Day! What the fuck, dude? No! No! I wasn't... No! No, dude, I'm fucking crying and I'm laughing just from like the shock of it. Not because it's funny, but from the fucking what the fuck, bro. I had a feeling like we've been talking about the potentiality of this, but I didn't think it fucking and end like just fucking cold and like that. Like one. Oh fuck, dude. Did you guys fucking watch this earlier? What the fuck, dude? Well, dude. No last words. No nothing. Oh. Fuck, dude. But he died at least knowing that he fulfilled his mission, man. Like, he fucking died at least knowing that, like, he fulfilled his fucking mission. Like, this fucking 5, 6, however many years he's been at this, man. He knew he at least died and he won. And then the process, he, like, left it all to fucking Rudy doing this. This is fucking beautiful, man. I'm over here just fucking tearing up for this shit. What the fuck, dude? No. No. Closer. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Fuck, dude. He made the ultimate sacrifice as a father. Rudy, you gotta let that shit out, man. I'm like, Rudy, you can't fucking hold that in. The last thing I want to see is a fucking punished Rudy, man. The last thing I want to see is a Rudy that's only seeking fucking revenge against the fucking world, man. The last thing I want to see is a fucking old-ass Rudy, like, just being like, I'm gonna fucking burn down the world type of shit, man. Because grief can fuck us all up differently, man. And we need to know how to process grief correctly. And in a situation like this where you just lose, I know, why are we still here just to suffer? Like in a situation like this where you lose someone that you care about, like you gotta be able to process that grief correctly. Otherwise, fuck, dude, fuck this turning point. Fuck turning points at this point, man. Holy shit. Oh no, but here's the thing. When a lot of people go into grief, when a lot of people they go through the stages of grief, shock, whatnot, so on and so forth, they also relapse. Oh no! Oh no! Roxy! Rudy, I need y'all to fucking separate for like the next couple of months, please. I need y'all to be apart for the next couple of months, please. I need y'all to fucking like, no, Rudy. Fucking wow. Wow. And it just ends. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! What the fuck? The words! What the fuck, bro? You don't fucking. Oh shit, bro.
お疲れ様でした。あとは私に任せて。ゆっくりとお休みください。
Terrible day for rain. It's raining, guys. Fuck, bro. Y'all didn't have to go this hard for this episode. I know, having to burn your own father's corpse. Absolute fucking cinema.
眠ったままです。もしかしたらこのまま。
What dreams is she having, though?
奥様、おはようございます。奥様。
母さん。
Who's mom?
奥様、ルー
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! That reaction already said everything. Oh, okay. Might just be because Rudius. It might just be because Rudius is older than she. What you fucking imagined? Oh no! Oh no! Oh
様
no!
ですよ。あれから10年近く経ったのです。もしかして奥様
Tabla rasa? Oh fuck! Blank slate? Fuck! I want to fucking scream, dude. I just want to fucking scream. This whole sacrifice, everything that's happened so far, and it's literally just what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? What a fucking happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, ladies and gentlemen. I know it was a lot more action oriented than anything else, but the fact of losing someone, man, that carries so much weight. That carries so much fucking weight that, like, a lot of people probably can't even properly process it. In case you've ever lost someone, like, you know, someone close to you, I'm pretty sure you guys can relate with that, right? So that's a good fucking episode. I'm not gonna lie, that's still a really, really good episode. He was told he'd regret it, but I have a feeling he'd regret it either way, you know? For like 6 minutes of the episode. There's only 2 episodes left, which means if this isn't the finale, what is? I'm fucking scared. I'm scared that Rudy is gonna fuck it up. I'm scared that Rudy is gonna, like, we're all just gonna watch him fuck it up. I'm like, relapse is a fucking bitch, man. Relapsing is it, like, especially if you've gone through like depression or like really, really strong feelings of like whatever the fuck your trauma is, right? Like, I'm scared that it will, like, he will fuck it up. Yes, you can turn off sub only mode now. You can go into general subs or general chat. Because I like, that is my genuine fundamental fear with this. Is a lot of people seem to think, and I think it's a really good place to go and bring this up before we bring SB on. How many of you guys have seen this before? This is the grief wheel. This is what any and all good psychologists or therapists should be talking to you guys about. This is what we go in with, right? Shock, protest, disorganization, reorganization. And we either go through the cycles again, we deteriorate, or we recover. Whenever deterioration happens, that's when relapse can happen again. That's when all of a sudden the guilt and the physical symptoms start coming through again. How did Rudy heal last time when he went through something traumatic? Chat. How did Rudy heal last time when he went through something traumatic? Yeah, sex by fucking. That's one of our primal needs. Fight, flight, freeze, fawn, fuck, or flop, right? This is my fucking fear, is that he's gonna relapse in an area where he's alone with nothing but his party members and whatnot. And the only way he knows how to go ahead and heal from big traumatic moments like that might affect him psychologically It's through moments like that. When we're looking at this, I want you guys to go ahead and pay attention to this because we all go through it. We all try and recover from it. And it's important to go ahead and touch on, right? Because my thing is probably like the whole family is going to be affected by this. But also, I don't know why. I have a big fucking feeling. Do you think Norrin will blame Rudy? Probably, Simon. Probably, because at the end of the day, Rudy's supposed to protect Dad, you know? Rudy is supposed to protect Daddy. Rudy is supposed to show up and fucking protect Dad. So poor Norrin and Aisha, they're gonna fucking feel the brunt end of this. And Norrin, like her attachment is specifically to Paul. Because Paul was the one that raised her. Went through grief for the first time, truly, when I lost my cat, even though I'd lost people before that. And we all grieve differently. We all feel grief based on like different things, right? I'm so fucking scared, man. I'm so fucking scared as to what is to come. If this isn't even the finale, when I lost my father, this whole arc began hitting on a whole nother level. Right. I'm also scared. In case you guys don't know, I'll share this. My father was diagnosed. He was at the hospital a couple of months ago, and I'm sure I talked to you guys about it. Was diagnosed with congenital heart failure. So essentially, it's a disease that he's not going to get better from. They essentially told him you only have a couple of years. And this is something that was straight up told to us, that was straight up in that environment. So even then, like, even for me and my family, it's like starting to go ahead and like start to process the feelings that may come through with a situation like that may come through with like, you know, losing him at some point in time. And like, and it's fucked up, man. And I'll share this, right? We grew up poor. We grew up beyond poor. And his whole life, he's been doing nothing but work. He's been doing nothing but like he was worked in construction his entire life. We were literally growing up as a child. I grew up in a trailer park. And even still to today, he's still, instead of like retiring properly as he should, he still wants to go to work because he feels he has a purpose in doing that, right? And then teaching martial arts and everything. And it's like seeing him get to like the latter point of his life, right? And like these last couple of years recently. And he doesn't necessarily, he can't even retire properly because he doesn't have enough money saved up. And he can't even like fully enjoy like resting and whatnot. And he still has to go out there and like he has like elephantitis on his foot. And like he's like struggling every day. And I'm like, Dad, like, how can I help you? Like, what the fuck can I do? It fucking breaks my heart, man. It really does. Like, fathers and like good parents can do so much for us. And they can put so much on the line for us. I'm fucking tearing up just thinking about it. They can put so much for us and do so much for us. And sometimes society just fucking throws them off to the side, or there's not enough support out there for the elderly or for the individuals that are aging. But yeah, that's why I'm looking at this and I'm like, fuck, dude. At some point in time, we all have to prepare ourselves for the grief wheel, for all of that. But at the same time, make sure that you have a support structure. He saw life as nothing but as a sad track of records of long failures as a son, as a brother, as a friend, as a comrade, and finally as a father with a smile. Simon, actually, I would disagree with you. I think, like, especially when he had that conversation with Rudy, and seeing Rudy grow and seeing like the fact that as to what Rudy has become, he started to conceptualize. Like, I agree with most of it, except like towards the end. That like Rudy, he was successful as a father, at least in implanting that. And at the very end, like seeing that the monster's defeated, even while dying, right? He wasn't a total failure. He left his legacy onto Rudy at that point in time. He's glad he had that conversation with Rudy. He's glad he was able to get his mission. He at least didn't fuck up at the last minute where it mattered the most. And that is something that he could take with him. And that for me, man, is like... Paul was a fucking good father, man. Paul was a good father, especially in this time, right? We can talk about him not necessarily being like the best man, right? But him being like doing his best for his family, we can talk about that. We can say that, like, you know, for the time period and for what's there, he was a good fucking dad, you know? Oh, you're gonna make me cry, man. Dude, I'm over here just, I'm tearing myself apart. Paul might have not always been the best father or husband, but goddamn, he fucking tried his hardest. Yeah, 100%, 100%. Or the best father at first, but he grew to be one. Ladies and gentlemen, what a fucking episode. What would you guys rate this episode, ladies and gentlemen? Personally, this is my fucking favorite. This is one of my fucking favorite episodes of the series. I'm probably going to give this a 9.99 out of 10. It was really, really fucking good. Pacing was there. Character development was there. The trauma was there. The tears were there. The fucking clouds were forming up above us and they were there. Fuck, dude. I can't wait to see how other people react to this. Because this is, I have a feeling, if this is how it is right now, then are the next 2 arcs or 2 episodes going to be Depresso mode? Depresso mode, Rudy is trying to heal? Is he gonna fuck it up even worse than whatever the fuck just happened now? Oh man, this is a poll out of 10. Happy fucking Father's Day, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers, everyone. Happy Father's Day. Dude, I literally couldn't have timed that fucking worse. Legitimately. I'm like, oh yeah, this is so fucking great. Happy Father's Day. And the next fucking second, Paul is gone. Like, what the fuck? Oh.
I noticed that. You're like doing some big speech and then it's just like, boom, Paul dead. I'm just like... Ed.
Yeah.
You spoke too soon.
I shoot myself in the foot a little too often. A little too often with that. But if this isn't the season end, I guess I'll start off by asking you this, Espe. First off, what are your thoughts about this episode? How'd this go for you?
It's an emotional roller coaster, really. It did such an amazing job putting everything together perfectly, especially the music and the theme, because it's like there are periods in that episode where there is just no music whatsoever, and it just really adds to the tension. It's just, yeah, they really put a lot of thought and effort behind this episode.
Right. I mean, I'll even share this. Like for me, there was times where I was like, I didn't notice that there was no background music because of the tension that was there. And that's how you know it's a really good fucking episode, where it's like the music cuts off and all of a sudden we're just like zoning into like the tense conversation that is happening. That is fucking key on that. But I guess even going further than that, like the silence was loud. No, 100%. If this isn't the finale, then what the fuck is?
There's a couple of ways they can end it. One could be very basic. One could have something to do with the rat.
Oh no. Wait, I thought you said that the rat wouldn't come until like season 3.
I have a suspicion that they might tease the rat at the end. And people know what I mean when I say tease that. It would be a good way to be like...
Question for you. I guess I'll ask you this, because we had that interview with Rudius's voice actor, and they mentioned that the rat may turn off like a good percentage of the Mushoku Tensei viewers, watchers, whatnot, especially the storyline. What do you think about that?
It does make sense, because it does get very dark. I mean, really dark. It goes into some pretty, like, yeah... mentally, physically, like all the different dark components of it. I've seen some people say that it won't, but I'm like, Rudy only has to fart in the wrong direction and people get upset at him.
Truly.
So, when people say that people won't get upset at the rat arc, I can guarantee you people will get upset at the rat arc. Depends also on how much of the rat arc they take from it, because there are some things in there that are just like, yeah,
right.
Some very heavy themes that I think some people won't be able to digest very well.
I would guess it ending with Sophie's birth. You mean like Sophie giving birth? Okay. Yeah, because for me, I'm like, the more I hear about the rat and like the rat arc, people seem to forget like one of the main elements is we're here for analysis, right? And people are like, oh, well, Espy spoiling everything about the rat. And it's like, no, I think I've left more confused after every one of our conversations and with the answers. Like, I was just mentioning, like, I feel like I every time we have a conversation, people try and be like, oh, Espy spoiling or chat is spoiling. And I'm like, no, I feel like people forget our whole purpose is to analyze stuff, right? To take it down and break it apart and analyze as much as we can. And I always feel I leave more confused with like some of your responses than with like anything else. Like you drop some of the hints and then you're just like, and we'll gaslight you and the entire chat all the way to the fucking far right.
Well, that's the thing. When you come up with theories based on things that I've said, you've come up with like, 8 different types of like pathways that you can go, and some of them might be close, some of them will be potentially way off. But the problem with many people that argue that and say, oh, well, SB spoiled it. It's like they're only focusing on the ones where you're close out of the 8.
Right.
And as long as they don't tell you which one of those 8 are close, then no one spoiled anything. So I think people just need to relax.
Yeah, people just need to chill a bit, a lot. But that's the main element. I think for me, it's this episode was amazing in of itself, right? I feel as though the dynamics between everyone. Did you get the feel like the red flag feelings as well while watching this episode? Like every single time that Paul was like, "Oh yeah, you're a great son," or I know because you've read the material, you're probably like, I knew it was coming. But like the episode and the way that it was like layering it down was like, I don't know, it felt very like there was a lot of flags that we knew that something like this was going to happen.
When he does his big speech, it's like one of those big red flags. It's like, oh shit, he's giving a big speech, and it's like, oh, this is the last thing he kind of like he says. It's like, this is the last thing I want to like say before we go in there. It's almost like he knows when Paul's going on there. He's kind of like admitting to himself, this could be the last time I fight.
Right.
Like he's willing to give it all, and I mean literally it all, to see this through to the end.
I guess if Paul would have survived this, right? If Paul would have survived this, how different would this story have been? How do you think going forward? Would it have been like extremely fucking different, or oh no, SB, that smile.
Maybe if Rudy listened to the man god.
Oh no. Wait, but if Rudy would have listened to the man god, Roxy would have died because she was
one
trapped
life
in.
saved for another life given. Was it worth it?
Why does the man god want to kill Roxy?
Maybe he just doesn't like little people.
Does he not like little people, or is it... Hold on. Because I'm like, I know I hear the meow in the background, like meow. After every question, it's so great. Is he scared? Is the man god scared of Roxy, or is the man god scared of Roxy and Rudy coming together?
Now you're asking the right questions.
What do you mean? Oh no! Eris, are you there? Well, I guess even past that, when do you think we'll see a reintroduction of Eris?
Maybe in an OVA.
Wait, are we getting an OVA this season?
I've been told yes, but I've heard no official announcement.
If only we had an OVA. I'm kind of curious. Like, number one, what has she been up to? What has she been doing? How's everything going for her in her training? How has she evolved? I don't know how else to go on and say that. Where is that going? That's what I'm fucking curious about. I know I've stayed off of Twitter this past week because all my mods have been telling me don't go on fucking Twitter. It's like nothing but like leaks and spoilers and a bunch of shit. And I'm like, okay, the only person that I see posting fucking clickbait memes to get triggered, to get a bunch of people triggered is USB. Whenever some of the shit I saw on there, I was like, SB, you're really fucking trolling like 4 different fandoms at once.
I've forgotten how many anime communities I've trolled so far this week. I've done so many.
Yeah, I saw some of your memes go up, and I was like, "What the?" You had me ask my chat this question. Hold on, because I saw you throw this up there. Maybe you can give me a good description of this. What does this mean? Oh. There you go. Fucking camera not picking it up.
Oh.
Right? Yeah.
Oh.
What does that mean?
That's a Pete Goblin Slayer meme right there.
I haven't seen Goblin Slayer, so what the fuck does that mean?
You actually want the legit answer to that?
Why do you scare me when you say that? Goblin The is so good. The
Goblin
picture
Slayer is a wholesome anime.
I'll put the meme on the Discord just so that you guys are aware of it. I know that people were telling me, "Oh, it's from Goblin Slayer," but I'm like, "What do you mean? What do you mean?" Here you go. But I put it in Discord general chat for those of you guys that wanted to see it. I was like, what the fuck? SB, like, and people were like, it was popping off, and I'm like, I don't, what? Oh, that.
I don't even look back at the memes sometimes. I just like post them and then I'm just like, yep, I'm gonna leave that fire to simmer for a bit and walk away.
Simonetta would be proud. Oh God. But okay, aside from that, comes in my next question, right? We're looking at this story as a whole, and I feel like we're all getting emotionally invested. Is this Death of Paul gonna stunt Rudius in a way where he might be more vengeful? Or more of a, sort of that old guy in a fucking chair, just angry at the world that like the world was unfair type of a thing? Or is there still more to come, essentially?
There's still much more to come. It's more of a question of how is Rudy going to deal with this grief?
How is Rudy going to deal with this grief?
Exactly.
Scott, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it. You don't just say exactly. That's not an answer, SB. What is 1 + 1? You're close.
You're asking the right questions.
No. Overall, though, like I guess for you, did you like the animation? Did you like the pacing of this episode and some of the previous episodes? Because we haven't really talked about some of the other episodes that came before it. So how do you feel about it? What are your thoughts so far? Are you liking the way that this season is being handled, or this core, rather well said?
I've loved every part of this season so far, except maybe episode 0. Episode 0 was a little bit rushed, but the rest was pretty spot on. Very happy with.
So what do you think about those individuals that keep saying Mushoku Tensei was way too fucking slow in Core 1? Because there are a lot of individuals out there that are absolutely still complaining about this in particular.
Yeah. The university arc is one of those where I've seen a lot of people complain because it's a change of pace and people kind of just expect Rudy to constantly be on the move. It's like, adventure. But Mushoku Tensei has never been about just purely adventure. It's about a journey, a story about one's life or many lives intertwining together. And so there's going to be many points where Rudy is going to settle down for a bit, be in one location that's a little bit more calm and relaxed, and you're going to get more of the world building and the character building, particularly in the university arc, a lot of character building. University arc is by far one of my favorites, just because of how enriched it is in character development and the things that can be discussed from character development component. Though I do love this arc as well. It's just, the enrichedness in Rudy overcoming a major trauma point, I think, is really good. But I think a lot of people kind of just see it as like, it's not adventure action. And so they kind of expect that. And I think also because of what it delves into as well, it being about our third leg, our one-eyed dragon, I think some individuals get a little bit touchy on the topic because I think it's a taboo. A lot of males feel very touchy on wanting to talk about that topic, so seeing it in an anime format in that way, I think might off-put some of them.
So I guess I'll address this as well, because I've seen some people that are like writers or, like they're like, oh yeah, I'm an actor, or I've done this or I've done that. How can you be a writer and be so sensitive about talking about like the sexology of characters? And specifically, like a good writer should understand the basis of psychology. I'm not even saying like full understanding, master's level, whatever. Just the basics of like, hey, if a physical aspect of you is not fully functioning, it's going to affect you psychologically, right? Because I've seen a lot of writers or a lot of like wannabe content creators, influencers, whatnot, going out there and just fucking shitting on Rudy for going through the ED arc, but yet praising another character or other isekai OP characters that go through reloops and they're able to go ahead and like OP themselves times 12,000 with trauma points, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he's the greatest because he'll just scream and power up," and they're like, "That's realistic," and I'm like, "Are you sure about that?" Because I hate to put it this way, I stub my toe up against a desk and I'm out for the day. Like, I'll just be straight up. If my PP don't work, I might be out for like the next little bit trying to find a solution. Because some people do that.
Do you want my honest answer for that?
Sure.
You think I've upset people on Twitter? I think too many reaction channels care too much about the action because it allows for good emoji faces, and something like Mushoku Tensei requires too much analysis for reaction channels to deeply break it down, because it would require them to sit there and talk for longer than 30 seconds. And by doing that would upset the attention span of their audience, which has the attention span width of a bloody goldfish. So I'm just saying how reaction channels work. They require low attention spans, and thus they need action. Mushoku Tensei isn't just all about action. It's about characters, it's about moments, it's about depth, it's about trauma, it's about growth. And that requires people to sit there and analyze and talk about it, which...
Yeah.
It's not so much about... It's not the reaction channel's problem that are at fault. It's the short attention span of the anime community, or just people in general, because of that TikTok attention span that we've got going on now. And again, reaction channels are just simply supplying a service or a product that people want, which is low requirement attention span based content.
Well, through that,
sorry, I shouldn't insult goldfish, because yeah, they do have a higher attention span.
No, but through that, I do want to say that because there are some amazing fucking reaction and analysis channels out there, and I'd fucking shout them out right here: Tiabu, Semblance of Sanity, Autosave,
and I will say there are reaction channels out there that aren't in that category, but I'm generalizing a very specific group. So just to be very clear, I'm not saying all, but so
right. But through that, I do want to touch on that, because I've actually gotten some of these 15-minute and under reaction channels that have DM'd me or have reached out to me, and they've just been like, why do you do what you do? Why do you talk for 5 or 6 minutes? And like, there's apparently people in their comment sections being like, hey, like, you're literally just drinking tea the entire anime, being like, oh, wow. Hey, for the entire reaction outside of these 10 minutes, it's on my Patreon. Go check it out. It's just me sipping more tea. That's all they fucking do. And like, wow, from time to time, that must have really hurt. And just like rephrasing like 30 seconds beforehand. And it's like, everyone has a different, like, we all search for things on the internet, on YouTube, whatever, for content. Now, Tiabu actually discusses stuff. But like, there are specifically people out there who will keep it under 10 minutes, under 15 minutes, and they will literally just rephrase the last 2 seconds of what happened. And they're like, wow, that must have really hurt. Like if Paul got hit. And then they just keep moving on, showing more of the anime. And it's like, is that
I like to call that content the sniper wolf effect.
The sniper wolf effect, yeah. Oh no.
And that's why it is really good to like take our hats off to those reaction channels that do analyze and talk about major things that do happen, because I can tell you right now, them doing that, they would get so many comments of people just bitching, going, oh, less reaction, more playing the episode. Those comments I've seen a lot, and I follow a couple of reaction channels that would used to do reaction content, and they would show all the comments of people being like, you know, complaining that they even pause for even 5 seconds. And it's just like, that's the problem that I have with a large part of the reaction community, is not the content creators so much, is the people consuming it, that they don't even really want a reaction channel. They just want to be able to pirate the anime on YouTube. And so that's what they go for with reaction content, which is force some reaction channels to go down this path of being like little talking, short snippets, and just doing the sniper wolf effect of being like, oh my god, I can't believe Paul kicked Rudy aside. Whoa. Hope Paul's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, it's growing in popularity. It's even gotten so bad to the point where, like, you guys can even see this on TikTok and even on YouTube. There are literal people just fucking eating. And, like, the whole episode is happening. And they're just eating. And, like, they're not even saying anything. They're just eating on the side, right, while the episode is fully going on. Or basically being like, oh, so hype. And it's like, okay, what are we adding? Like, what is the? Because one of the big emphasis of fair use is how are you making this transformative? Like, what are you adding into the discussion of this show? And in moments like that, I don't know, man. I don't know.
And to one of the comments, because I saw Bookvine say, I have assumed you guys only watch the bad ones. No, but the bad ones are the ones that do the best. And that's because that's what a lot of people go to YouTube for, is just to watch a full episode, or at least large portions of like a 45-minute episode condensed into 10 minutes of just action. Those are the ones that do the best. And a lot of the good reaction channels don't get as much attention as they deserve.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And that's one of the key things. And unfortunately, the YouTube algorithm, if we're going to be a matter of fact about it, promote those channels. Promote the 15 minutes and under discussion or analysis or reaction channels. And that's one of the key elements through it, which is why we've been working on like a side channel just to be able to go ahead and point towards like the bigger channel. It's like, hey, here's 10 minutes, but the full analysis is here. Because at the end of the day, I hate to put it this way, Sauce Bros, you can even put Kaka TV in there if you wanted. Those channels, or the algorithm, is determining what lives and what dies. And unfortunately, a lot of long form content creators have just stopped doing stuff because the algorithm isn't picking them up. Because the algorithm has stopped altogether showcasing any form of like positivity towards them, and their videos do like horribly low.
That's one of the reasons why I try to keep my analysis down to like what I like to call bite-sized analysis, where they're like 8 to 12 minutes long.
Right.
Because if you go beyond like 15 minutes long, and I learned that when I was doing Overlord analysis, because get me to talk about Overlord, I could spend a half an hour talking about one volume, which I did at one point. And the amount of people that complained that were like, oh, this is too long, split it. And it's just like, it demonstrated to me as I got more into deep analysis of animes, light novels and stuff, the attention span shrinks very quickly once you go beyond like 12 minutes or something.
Right.
And so, yeah, you have to sadly play that game by YouTube's rules and try and work with it as best as possible. It's why light novel content is very hard to find. Like, there is not many big light novel channels out there. I think there was one light novel channel that I knew of that just completely fell apart, and they gave up because their content just wasn't being promoted well, because people don't want long form analysis or reviews on stuff.
Right. Well, even on here, like for example, we were trying to do chapter readings on Twitch, and as much as I would love to, because Mushoku Tensei is such an easy read. Like, from the chapters that we were reading, compared to some other chapters where people, like, it sounds like they're trying to write Shakespeare in Japanese, and you're just like, why are you trying to overcomplicate, like, the characters in that writing? But, like, Mushoku Tensei is such an easy read, but yet when we were trying to go ahead and do it on here, like, you could instantly see the views drop, and the VOD specifically on YouTube, like, not do as well, because people don't want to go ahead and sit for an hour or 2 hours and just, like, read or, like, you know, take in this content in that manner.
It also springs me up into a whole conversation that I could go on for 20 years about AI content springing up as well, because of the short attention span. People are using AI to make very short snippets of like a bot reading something out or giving some like low form. Yeah, YouTube's a mess right now as far as content goes. It's gotten really messy since AI has become big, and short form content in reaction stuff. Yeah, it's a weird space.
Yep. But with that, one of my main regards as we're going through it is I wonder, like, because they can't necessarily punish smaller videos like that, but at the same time, they have to kind of focus on like the longer videos. Because after a while, for example, right at the moment, if you try to make an AI video over 30 minutes, you'll get a lot of repetitive stuff where it becomes increasingly obvious that it's AI. Right? Even the small videos, it's AI, you can tell. But the longer it goes, the more repetitive it becomes, because it tries to cycle back through it so far, from what I've seen. But I do wish that YouTube would promote more of the longer form content than the smaller form content. Because at the end of the day, you have a higher retention rate with the longer form content.
YouTube has admitted that they've screwed up with TikTok. Since they've added YouTube Shorts, they've admitted, I'm not sure where, but I think it might have been a conference call or a stockholder meeting where they said that YouTube Shorts has actually done more harm to the platform than good, because it's, one, shortened people's attention spans, and two, they don't make as much revenue from YouTube Shorts content, so they were trying to slowly pull back away from short form content.
I mean, it makes
They're
sense.
trying to, but it's hard because they've dug themselves pretty deep.
On YouTube has 2 shorts on their channel. Really? Ooh, someone's post on Reddit got stolen and got turned into a AI.
I'm not actually surprised. That happens a lot, actually. There's entire channels dedicated towards stories taken from Reddit, but it's gone to a point because you can ask the AI to make up a story now. You can just tell it to do that.
I actually wouldn't be surprised if people took some of my analysis threads on Twitter and turned them into AI and put them up on TikTok or YouTube or whatever, right? Just put an
There's
AI.
a couple of YouTube channels that take my speculative news content and just regurgitate it through an AI.
Wow.
That's actually been going on for a long time, and to a point where I've actually been calling them out, and then they've been like admitting in my own comment section. I've still got a screenshot of it where they admitted that they basically just take everything I do and just regurgitate it. And they use an AI and they use a bot, and it just reads everything they pretty much say.
So what's actually interesting though is there's this one Twitter bot or Twitter person that for every Moshko Tensei post, they keep posting the Spanish article about, like, you know, about Moshko Tensei, right? And I find it funny because I've invited them on, and they've never accepted. They've never accepted the invitation to come on and actually discuss about how
I've blocked like 30 plus of their accounts so far.
Right. About like Moshko Tensei and how depraved it is and how it's like, you know, people are justifying P words and a bunch of things. And I just throw it out there. I'm like, hey, I don't see any like APA or any actual forms of citations throughout any of the things that you're throwing out there. And you're just saying, I feel this way, so it must be true. Come on and let's have a discussion. Crickets. Fucking crickets. Yeah, with the Roxy thumbnail, or sometimes it's Rudy as a kid holding up the panties. It's kind of funny. It's basically they want the clicks and views. Yeah, but that it's still kind of funny and kind of sad though, because the more you think about it, the more you think about like individuals going out there and literally trying to go out and promote hate, trying to go out and start like cross-cultural anime wars. For example, why do ReZero and Moshko Tensei always go to war with one another?
I still, to this day, do not understand why the ReZero community... Well, I don't think it's the whole ReZero community. I think it's this, like, super microscopic part of the community that's, like, too obsessed with ReZero to the point where they can't allow other shows to have the spotlight.
Right. And
I think every community has that. I just think the ReZero one has a tendency to go after Mushoku Tensei a lot.
And even past that, like, for example, I recently did a trailer analysis for ReZero, and there was people in there already being like, pre-watched, like, you know, fucking going insane. And it's like, guys, you guys are talking about, like, back in the days when my computer was literally couldn't handle Google Chrome extension, where I tried to edit a 2-hour video and I had to bring it down to 10 minutes and still have conversational elements in there about the analysis portions. And people are like, you predicted everything. And it's like, that was before I even started doing, like, you know, had the good setup to do content the way that I do now, as much as my content has evolved. And people still point to that and they're like, you see pre-watch, and it's like, no, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I got a lot of shit wrong, but people only point towards the right. And that's so funny because there's a big staple in the ReZero community, despite, for example, me being friends with Studio Reverie or having like a lot of different like connections and friends, you know, like for example, Rudius's voice actress will be joining us for the finale. A lot of different content creator friends out there who like you, right? Brady, so on and so forth, that come on and we have conversations and you guys see all the behind the scenes stuff. Like you guys get to know me. People are still like, oh yeah, well, it's still pre-watch, or like chat choosing shows at random for the past year. People still can't conceptualize the fact that a lot of this just comes down to, like, if you know the basis of psychology and you watch a lot of films, movies, whatever the fuck, you'll pick up on tropes. You'll pick up on character interactions. ReZero and a lot of these shows isn't magic. It really, like, I hate to put it this way. It just means that the author is a really good writer if they're writing in ways that we're able to pick things apart from, you know?
Yeah. ReZero is a funny community. I've heard from some other content creators that the ReZero community seems to hate every AniTuber except like one.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of funny. There's so many things I know, and Ed knows I know things, and I'm never going to say publicly, but let me just say, ReZero community, you worship the wrong gods.
Yeah. I'll say this. There's some atomic bombs of truth that have been dropped to us that will shake the foundation of what ReZero community holds in terms of like, well, who they hold on a pedestal for AniTubers and, you know, reaction stuff and stuff like that. There's been a literal nuclear bomb that was handed to us in that regard. Let's just say that there's a lot of people out there who aren't what they say they are. There's a lot of people out there who are actually extremely malicious. Like, I don't mind saying it because I've heard this not just from one source, but from 8, 9 other sources where individuals, content creators, have been shut down from some individuals that are held on a pedestal because they either try and shadow raid or they sent. I don't mind talking about it. Fuck it. I'll go a little bit in depth about it. I'm not going to say the person or individuals' names or people associated with this, but literally, I'm starting up a stream. If I got a flood, like let's say that there's 50 people watching, and I got a flood of 500 people coming into my channel and saying, hey, this person and this person just went live, let's go check out their stuff, and it takes all my views and people away over to that channel, and it completely destroys me from doing any form of content creation, or it blacklists me, or all of a sudden YouTube demonetizes me because all my videos are getting flagged, specifically from one account associated to it. Let's just say there's some fucking shady shit going on. That's all I gotta say about that, especially from some of the screenshots and shit that has been like sent over to us, and some of the discussions that have been provided over to you, SB.
There are things that I know that people think I want to stir drama as I do. If I wanted to stir drama, I'd only need to say fragments of what I know, and I can tell you right now, there would be a shitstorm like you've never seen before. So when people say that I like drama, trust me, I keep my lips very sealed on many topics. I just like pissing people off for dumb reasons. But I will say, it's not just the ReZero community.
Right.
Mushoku Tensei community, you also worship the wrong gods. I think people need to realize that content creators are very different from the personas, from what they perceive online to what they're really like, which is funny because I come off like an arsehole online.
But you're like the chillest person.
You only need to ask my friends in real life, and they're just like, yeah, he's just chill. Like, so someone could stub his toe, and he's like, But if someone like messaged me slightly wrong on X, I'm just like, it's good.
But
I just, yeah.
No, and you're right. It's not the entire ReZero fandom and whatnot. When we're talking about fandom, we're talking about a specific portion of the, you know, individuals that like ReZero. Like, it's such a small sect, and this goes for any other thing out there. Whenever we're talking about a fandom, we're talking about the toxic side of things, not the entirety of ReZero or entirety aspects like this. But I guess if I can drop a hint, I'll drop a hint now, if you're okay with it.
Sure.
There are some individuals out there who a lot of people praise because of what they can say. But I want you guys to, or their videos, right? Because it's very nice videos sometimes that go out there, very amazing videos. But I want you guys to ask yourself this: are those their words? That's all I'm gonna say. Are those their words?
I really want to say something so sarcastic. Can't wait to go for a hiatus, come back and beg for money.
That's all. And there's 1,001 other aspects that are out there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, but who has the chillest fandom? But when it comes to this, my number one thing is remember to always treat people nicely, be positive, be nice to one another, care about one another.
I got a fun story. I don't know if you actually heard about it.
No.
You know Lost Paws?
Yeah.
I'm so happy about this. This is my proudest day, my proudest accomplishment as a content creator. Lost Paws shouted me out in one of his videos.
Oh, let's fucking go. Hell yeah.
I was so happy about that. Because I've been posting memes, and he put one of his memes in his video, and it was about like the milk of girls. And he liked the tweet, and I saw it because I follow him, so I got the notification. He's like, "Oh, Noble liked your tweet," and I was like, "Oh my god, I got Noble like one of my tweets." And then I made a tweet about it, like boasting about it, because fun fact, my outro is based on his. Because he always says, "I'll see you beautiful guns" in the next video. I say, "I'll see you beautiful nerds" in the next video. So I kind of took his outro and kind of spun it up a little bit as a bit of inspiration. And I kind of gave that as a bit of story. And then he liked that and then posted it in his video and then said like a nice thing about me. And I was like, Noble has one of the chillest communities.
That's fucking
He is
sick.
so fucking chill. He's like the one content creator that I always wanted to be friends with. Because I used to watch his content when he was like 50k subs. When he used to do like Sakura Santa visual novel Let's Plays, I used to watch them religiously. That was like my religion, was Lost Pauses content.
I think I saw one of Lost Pause's videos, or like the only reason why I know of him was during COVID time. When I was stuck in a room, I would literally just throw on like, "Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on like, you know, Warhammer 40k," and it switched from Warhammer 40k to one video where he was talking about like some fucking hentai or ecchi shit, and it was nothing but memes the entire time. And I'm like, this guy's fucking funny, right? And I would like, you know, I'd go off of his YouTube channel, and the next thing I know, I'd go into another random like episode of his. It was great. It was great. Went through his own drama. Glad he's doing good. Did he? Oh, yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes drama can really take a person down. But overall, first off, congratulations. It's fucking great, SB. But second off, I guess what are some advice or some words that you would tell people that are watching this about what's to come?
People are gonna get so mad at these next 2 episodes. I can't wait for it. I actually can't wait for it.
Oh no!
But I mean, again, the one spoiler that we've openly talked about is Roxy and Rudy.
Right.
That they're going to get it on. You got 2 episodes left.
Oh God!
Where's it gonna happen? And how's it gonna happen?
True.
That's the real fun.
Prepare for Twitter in the next weeks.
It's not really a spoiler because the opening song literally just throws it in your face, and they're like, "Hey, they do stuff." So,
by the way, yeah, no, I'm chill with Nick. I think Nick Light is funny. A lot of people also throw the whole pre-watch shit in his react like stuff, and he's just like, I guess I pre-watched everything. Which I guess at that point, I guess we pre-watched the manga and the fucking everything as well. He's hilarious, yeah. But through that, like, my main thing is, I have a feeling people are not going to be happy with Rudy taking in the steps of his father. I'm going to be straight up about it. I have a feeling people are going to throw a fucking fit, be like, has he really fucking healed? Wow, look at him. It's the same pedo trash. I can already imagine the fucking arguments that are going to be trying to be thrown out there, you know?
I will say, if we can take any lesson from this episode, life is too short. Cherish your parents.
Yeah.
Even if they've made mistakes, cherish them. Because you don't know when life will come around extremely quickly and take them away from you.
100%. 100%. Make memories, guys. Make memories. Because at the end of the day, that's the only thing that we can really take with us. And so it's our time to pass. And, you know, spread that onto your kids. I think making memories, or family, making memories with the people that you love is so fucking important. And by that, I know that sometimes we get walled into our rooms, into whatever. But we play an impact on others as much as others play an impact on us. So be the change that you want to see. Take that step. Be nice. Be kind. Ladies and gentlemen, what a fucking day. Guys, give it up for SP. Go check out his channel at Espiritu Analysis. My man, my boy, one of my best fucking friends out there. SP, I fucking missed you, man. You're a beautiful bastard. Ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, in just a little bit, we're going to take a Be Right Back break. We'll start off with the Apothecary Diaries, episode number 19. And we'll be back, and we'll finish off the stream today with episode 19. Have a great day, guys. Be safe. Be safe. Be right back. Be right back. Anything you want to say before I switch?
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Cherish your parents.
Cherish your parents, guys. Be safe.